The Orlando Magic get the Thanksgiving Eve victory over the Chicago Bulls, 133-119. Cheers to you all, second cousins. I hope you're having a good one. Feeling high after that Orlando Magic win, and man, they really knocked the stuffing out of the Chicago Bulls on that one. It was Jalen Suggs with a career night, leading the way tonight. WCJ returns. Kenny has his best game as an Orlando Magic. There were a lot of good things to keep an eye on tonight. It started a little bit slow. Well, no, it started hot. We led from pole to pole. It started with Franz Wagner. I think he had 9 in the first quarter, but then it turned into the Jalen Suggs, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope show. I think Kenny had 15 of his 24 in the first half. Jalen had 17 of what would end up being his 31 on 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. It's good to see Jalen getting his stride again. Had some rocky patches there on the West Coast swing on the road trip, but now at home, feeling good, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and just putting in the work. You can eat all the sides for you, young man. You deserved it. But wow. I thought since, hey, this is Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you second cousins out there, to your families. I'm sending you all love. Hope you're doing well. I thought, let's do this reaction a little differently. Let's make it some of the things that I'm grateful for in this game. And I think it's fitting to start with the Chicago Bulls because number 1 on that list, I am grateful today for the Chicago Bulls. Yes, yes, yes. You know it, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I should also say I'm very grateful to Nikola Vucevic and his sacrifice because he played like an all-star when he was with us. That trade value was high. The Bulls traded for him. They put together a good team, actually. That team was really nice. You don't remember right after that trade with Lonzo Ball, DeMar, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. They were killing it. I think they were like number 1 or 2 in the East until Lonzo Ball went down, and then the wheels just kind of fell off. It's good to see him back. But yes, I am thankful for the Chicago Bulls trading us Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., and the pick that became Jet Howard for Nikola Vucevic. Wendell, good player. Jet still remains to be seen, although, man, he can really torch off the bench when we give him a chance, coach. But if you just look at it even straight up, Franz Wagner for Nikola Vucevic right now, who would you take? Not a GM in the league going to take Vooch over Franz Wagner. The 22-year-old who was just Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Second, he was the runner-up for Eastern Conference Player of the Week again. Can he be Eastern Conference Player of the Month? This game didn't help him too much. I think he only ends here with 21, but 6 assists. You got to love that. Next thing I'm grateful for, Coach Mosley. I think I heard this on the Mismatch Pod, which I really enjoy. Go check it out if you haven't. They were talking about how in these times when there are injuries on the team, how much leadership matters and how it really shows through. And they were kind of using the side-by-side comparison of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who've had some injuries with Chet, with Jay Williams, with Hartenstein not starting, side-by-side of what's happened with the Philadelphia 76ers and how leadership really matters in those moments. And leadership from the players is really important. You see what Joel Embiid is doing as a leader. Not good. But it's really, for me, what Coach Mosley is bringing. Because while I was here talking about how the sky was falling when we were, getting blown out by Dallas and OKC and lost that first game to the Bulls on our first road trip of the year, Coach Mosley, everything was cool. Everything was fine. Hey, we just got to get back to our game, play what we play that defense, let it turn into offense, just feeding into the guys. I'm sure he was giving them lots of confidence in those moments after those losses. And I'm just so grateful to have Jamal Mosley on this team. Jeff Turner mentioned it when they were talking about the camaraderie with David Steele on the broadcast, that he says this is unique. He's never seen anything like this. And that is a credit also to the young men and Weltman in the front office who have seen the character of these young men to bring them on, but it's also, and I think mostly, a credit to Jamal Mosley, who I am super grateful to have his leadership of this team. You know, a lot of times you have that transitional coach who's maybe the player development guy, and then you go and you bring in another coach to push you over the edge. I really hope that's not what happens with Coach Mosley, and I don't think it is, because he's that type of dog. He's going to work just as hard as the players to make sure that this team has success. And so I'm really hoping, as this team now pushes into another echelon of success, that Jamal Mosley is there for the whole entire ride. I mean, he just got that 4-year deal, so he should be around, baby. Let's get that man a chip, knock on wood. And then I mentioned it. I'm grateful for Franz Wagner. I mean, come on. What this guy is doing over the last 13, Franz has, let's call it 27 because he's on our team. 27, 5.6 boards, 6.5 assists, 2 steals. Are you kidding me? Shooting 34% from beyond the arc, 46% from the field. Those aren't great efficiencies, but we've needed a guy to step up and fill it up, and he has answered the call. I mean, yeah, averaging 27 about, but he's got a 30 burger, a 37, a 32, a 31, 32. These are all over the last 13 games. That's 5 I just listed over 30. I mean, come on. I was concerned about that 3-point shot, baby. I was. I saw it with my own eyes. But man, I think his first shot last night stepped into a 3. Just drilled it. And that's all we want. We want the confidence. Doesn't need to be, crazy shooting at 40%. That would be awesome. Need him at like 35, 36, and he's deadly. He's deadly. Just so grateful for the way that he has stepped up and led this team in the absence of Paolo Banchero. And man, isn't it going to be exciting when Paolo comes back and Franz has been unleashed? And I know Paolo's over there taking notes because we hear it. He's seeing, okay, when I'm not on the floor, that's how he likes to eat. Okay, that's what Anthony, I see that high off the glass from AB. Okay. All right, yeah, no, if I just give it to Franz right there, he can cook. Okay. And so he's getting a different perspective, and maybe when he comes back, he can do a little bit different in terms of his facilitation and getting Franz going and getting the rest of this team going because, man, Paolo Banchero, underrated facilitator, a lot of triple-doubles in that guy's future. And I am grateful for all of you second cousins. Anyone who comes by, watches this show, hangs out for a little while, leaves a comment. Oh, man, that's so helpful to the algorithm gods. Like and subscribe, all that goodness. It means a lot to have that support. Keeps me going, keeps Peach going, keeps Jay going to see those numbers and see people interacting and seeing people having a good time. So thank you for making this project something that has come to fruition and has gone and exceeded my wildest dreams. It's just such a good time to share this passion that we have for this team, this erratic fandom that we possess for the Orlando Magic. We couldn't do it without you. And even though we had to reschedule Court Cousins night, we're not coming down the 26th anymore. It just wasn't a good date for people. The ticket sales weren't where they needed to be. So we're going to move to like February or March. That's what we're targeting. So keep an eye out for that. So we will come down and see you, and I can't wait to spend time with you, second cousins. Man, what a good Thanksgiving Eve feast. It looks like Taylor Horton Tucker. He might be that uncle at Thanksgiving for you who's like, man, when I was in the PAL leagues, the rec leagues growing up, man, I used to be something. Pass the gravy. Right? Jesus Christ. Looks like Taylor Horton Tucker ate Taylor Horton Tucker. Remember when he was on the Lakers and, people were thinking, oh, let's get him to the Magic. What can he do? Shit, man. Time has not done well for him. Time has not done well. But here we are, 9-0 at home. One of 2 undefeated teams in the league at home, just absolutely crushing it. Looking at the Eastern Conference standings right now, we were in 3rd. We are now, what is this? 2 games up on the Knicks, 13-7. without Paulo. I mean, I think, is our record better without Paulo this year than with Paulo? That's silly. That's silly. Give me Paulo back immediately. But the fact that we were able to weather that storm on the road trip, now come back, I think it's 10-1 in the last 11 games. That's crazy. That is something else. And now we're here 13-7 in third place, solidly ahead of the Knicks, couple games. Bucks are coming, but other than that, like, no one's really been playing well. The Bucks are starting to come on, but can now the Orlando Magic continue as Paulo comes back, hopefully here within the next month, and stay locked into this third or fourth spot? What do you think? You think we're gonna get that as a gift, that the Magic are gonna be in the third or fourth spot with that home court advantage? We know how much it mattered last year that every home team in that series against the Cavs won that game. Man, so grateful for that victory. So grateful for all you out there, second cousins. If you haven't already, please give us a comment. Let us know you're out there. Show your gratitude for the important people in your life today. Tell some folks that you love them. And we will see you next time. I love you, you sexy bastards, you second cousins. See you next time. Peace out.